Hello, welcome to another episode of Battle Knight Cyberpunk. This will be a kind of mix and mash of a couple things, just kind of an update. Wishing everyone a happy new year. And let's go ahead and give a show on the update. So, I was building my team originally with like Electra and Eva and stuff like that, but unfortunately I found out that she's not that great against bosses. It's due to the fact that she hits so often, she kind of buffs bosses prematurely, and her damage output isn't as great as like some of the other heroes. And kind of the same thing with Eva. Eva's ability here, I thought would be a lot stronger than it actually is, and unfortunately, she doesn't really do that much healing. So I'll be planning to end up replacing her with like Moana and then finishing up my Onigok, and then finding just another hero. I'm thinking I'm actually going to end up with this chick here, because she seems to do quite a bit of damage, single target damage. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and show, maybe I can get a couple levels here, how like combats work. Let's see. Ooh, I did get my Arachna to 3-star. I had one of my guildmates actually got their Arachna to red, and they're actually able to almost kill me now. So it does seem that the red hero boost is quite strong. So I'll end up having to get some of my heroes to red to kind of start competing. Or we'll go ahead and skip ahead to the boss. Alright, and then the boss fight. Alrighty, so not too bad there. I'll go ahead and do a couple of these. Maybe I'll get level 2 or 128. We'll see. Nice. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade all the characters. And don't get me wrong, Electra is still really good, but like I said, I've just found that her additional attacks, like her burst damage is strong when she gets to her like Starfall or whatever one that actually uses her abilities up, but because she hits so often, but each little hit is not as much as like a hero like Arachna, she'll be doing like 2 to 3 times less than Arachna, but causing bosses to like buff themselves because of all her extra attacks way too fast. So unfortunately, it's just not worth it. But yeah, so that's that. Kind of looking at the hero. So right now, I've got my Holodeum set for defensive. I've got my Abyss set for Sarah, and I have that specifically because with Wolfbane, Sarah's shield is always on red. Rachna's up a little bit. I haven't gotten her like exclusive equipments, but that's because when she's with Sarah and Wolfbane, she doesn't really need healing or like to survive, because if you're able to burst through Sarah's shield, you're probably one-shotting my team anyways. let's see here. As far as like allies, Candy, he's got his guys up a little bit. Oddly enough, he was probably the strongest or one of the strongest to fight, but now it's actually Hyel here. So he's the first person on the server to have a red hero. Watch how hard this thing hits. Boom. Yeah, his Arachna hits hard now. He was, I don't know if I like just changed my gear a little bit better, but he was actually hitting my team and nearly killing it when he first changed the hero. So he might have put some more like defensive holodums on in order to make it so he could get further in like the mine and stuff like that. But yeah, that red Arachna actually hits real hard. Can still beat it though, which is kind of cool. That being said, he's also totally free to play, so you know, should be. Let's see here. So he's got that Outlanders or Dragon Kid. I think he got. I don't know what he got actually in this thing. Here we go. Outlander got his chick here to 3-star. This is the one I'm thinking of using, the sniper chick here, or spear chick. Well, hard to kind of showcase what it actually does. But she's one that does repetitive, like high hits over and over and over again on targets, and really good at kind of snipering down heroes. Let's see here, what else is going on? So, the infinite forward base, since everyone's 120 now, I do have people actually helping out with these bosses here, so that's kind of cool. We can start like knocking them down. I did learn, I was playtesting and stuff, just with like her gear, just so I could see, you know, this kind of how it looks when you insert a cube in. You've got these little things, and then you can put your, you know, gear on and stuff, or not gear on, but, hello? The fuck? Oh, that's weird. Anyways, but you can put your stuff in there. You do get 2 other things that'll be opening at 1:30, so I'll make a video on that. You've got this one here, and then you've got whatever that is there. Imitation Tower, I'm still really debating. Like, I think the proper thing is not to actually get Onigok, but I'm gonna get him anyways, just because I like the concept of him. So I think I'll end up doing my full team. And like I was telling my chat, it's kind of unfortunate because I'm more or less wasted 12 hero picks with the Eva and the Electra, but I think my end team is going to look like this. Oops, boom, boom. So it'll look like something like this. Moana, there we go. Boom, boom. Yeah, something like this. So the reason I'm thinking of this combination as my team setup is that Moana is like super strong as far as being able to survive herself. She has like the protection she gives and whatnot. I'm going to try to get Arachna to have less HP than her, and then Wolfbane. So Arachna and Wolfbane having the lowest HPs. And then that will cause Moana's shield to constantly be on. Then she will have stun immunity, and she has an ability that gives people that are next to her stun immunity as well when she absorbs 3 energy. So that'll kind of help with Arachna not being stunned along with the protection. And then I did find that before playtesting, Onigok does pretty good when he's just on the side of like the next tank or what have you, not actually being directly hit. So, you know, I think his totem shield, the eternal shield, things like that will actually be pretty good at like keeping everybody alive, because she doesn't really have self-sustain besides some blood-sucking ability. You can technically do damage immunity, but I'd rather do like the full crit build and have her be buffing Arachna as well. So I'm planning for his eternal tiger shield to be on her. And then her, maybe I'll change her to crit, I'm not sure, but then her buffs will buff her, then her buffs will buff her, so she'll be super tanky, and then this will be damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, and damage reduction that the whole team will do. So it'll be like 5 stacks of damage reduction, 3 to 4 stacks of damage immunity to everybody, massive crits and stuff, and hopefully everything works out. So that is kind of the end goal team, but I'll showcase that when I actually start getting rolling. Unfortunately, it's going to take me a long time to get there. Let's see here. And then, as far as bosses, whoops, wrong one. This one, here we go. Okay. Oh, I guess I should probably do my attacks. Forgot we were in the Guild War. Let me get rid of her. Let's put Onigok in. I need to get rid of that. Frickin'. Let's do that. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. There we go. Boom. There we go. Dude, fucking, oh my god. Drives me nuts when it doesn't just automatically put their gear on. Hold on, let me fix that. Let's make sure. There we go. That'll stop being annoying. Oh. Oops, edit. We're fighting a boss, so I think my team should look like that. And then this one needs to be that, or does it? It actually needs to be that. I think this is how I can do 40,000 against this boss. I was doing this earlier yesterday, but I should theoretically be able to do a lot of damage to this boss. Let me see. I hope I'm doing this right. Yeah, I think I was supposed to have the Fanus mark on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Hold on. Let me... Hold up. I know there's a way to do 40-some thousand damage on that boss. I think these were supposed to go here. And then this is supposed to be that. No. What was that? I think it was that because it's less likely for the boss to ever get like taunted when they get higher levels, so it's better just to have the tiger shields placed. But let me see how much damage I do on it now. Huh, nice. They live. This might be 38,000 damage. We'll see. Damn, hero died. 50,000, nice. Okay, so I gotta remember that. That's how I beat that boss. Nice. So I can... What? Oh my god, I'm off by 1 million? Oh, that's so stupid. I hate that. Oh my gosh, I'm off by 1 million. Ugh, so dumb. God, that's so annoying. That's funny. I can't even believe it. Oh well. Let's see. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just skip it. Okay, it looks like the temporary shields are pretty important when fighting those guys. Let's do this. I'm just gonna skip ahead because I know I beat this, but I want to see which one is better. So that gives me 177. Ugh. Let's see here. Oh, hello? There we go. Huh. It seems like the non-taunt is actually better, like putting tiger shields up instead. So I'll do a little bit of a test to find out. Alright, 177 million. $183. We'll do like 5 actual or 5 quick attacks on each stance to see which one does more damage. And I think I did have Wolfbane's ability on, right? Yeah, okay. So 2, 1, 2. Okay, good. And I'll go ahead and show a couple other things that I've learned since last time I made a video. So I just want to get this taken care of though. So it looks like 188,000 was the highest. let's try and change him to this and see which is better. Yeah, I did go all in on Onigok, as far as like his most recent stuff, but I found that even with the Totem Shield, unless you have the other heroes, I don't think the Totem Shield is as good as I was hoping. So, ooh, 160, that's not even that good. So we'll see. I'm in a debate as to if I want to get Sarah in red, Arachna in red, like I probably should, or if I want to get Onigok and Moana up. I think the proper thing is to get Arachna to red, and then Sarah to red, and then Moana to red, but yeah. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, yeah, it's definitely worse. So that's good to know. So his ability, strictly his taunt, is actually not that strong, as far as like reducing boss damage, but putting on the extra shields is very strong. So that's very good to know. I don't think we're fighting anyone particularly good, so I'm just gonna do like this, not even that. We'll do like that. Maybe Zeus. Zeus is actually really strong, I've found, so it's kind of cool. Let's do her, why not? Thunder and lightning. Something like that. Something like that, maybe. Okay. Yeah, but some things that I've learned since playing along is you can't recube your or reinforce your red equipment. So for example, in here, like you can remove your slots or like add additional slots, but you can't change them from bringing not red equipment or like resetting it anyway and getting these stuff back. And then when you reinforce, it does take 2 of the, which I should probably just do that there and upgrade her because I know I'm going to keep her. But anyways, maybe I should do that. I don't know. One of the cool things I did find, though, that there is no negative, is if you're in the meta space, so this is all level 120 stuff, but you get a lot of holodims and these little enhanced stones and whatnot. If you go to the holodim lab, once everything's at level 20, you can enhance it. And the way that works is you can just spam these things over and over and over again. 3 stars seems to get you 2 equipment, so the orange ones. You don't want to do that on these because it'll be -1 for them. But you can do them as many times as you want, so there's no negative to that. And then this is the system where if you get 18 stars, you get the 2-star, 24 stars, you get the 4-star set, and 30 stars, you get the 6-star set. So if you go to the holodims themselves, oops, wrong thing. So if you go to the holodims themselves, and you look at the red versions, 18 stars will get you that plus 10% control immunity. What was it, 24 or whatever I said, will give you that plus 5, and then 30 is kind of that end game roll where you'll be getting a 40% increase in various stuff. So that is pretty good. I am thinking, though, I think the skin of Sarah, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get the skin of Sarah, but I'm still going to get Onigok 2 red. just because I like his equipment and I like the idea of this thing like hyper boosting my whole team. And then I'll slowly kind of work on Moana and the other chick. But her Sarah's skin is actually really broken. Let me see if I can find a hero. It has something to do with the darkness. I don't remember which hero has the ability, but or Shelter in the Darkness, I think is what it was called. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Or maybe it was Moraxis. Does Moraxis have it? Or Modraxis? Shelter in the Darkness. I don't remember which hero does, but it was essentially something where her skin alone gives her 1 stack of it every single turn. And it's an ability that says when you take X amount of damage, you heal for the whole amount. So it's like she gets her own super shield along with her own super heal every single turn just by a skin. Like everyone else's other skins are like, oh, you get like 5% more DPS or 5% more whatever. Hers is like, this character can't die in a combat. So I'm going to probably end up doing that instead. I might actually just get her to red star just because or red hero just because she's so strong. So we'll see. But yeah, let me go ahead. I will show a couple things in the mine and then call it good for this little tutorial. Let's see here. And again, the additional tree stat that opens up at 120 is this here. So a good place to do it. You'll get your uncanny trader can get you your red stars or red cubes. That'll give you 3 slots. You need 3 of them in order to get your hero to the second tier of this. So you'll need 3 cubes to get this because each one gives you 3 slots. You'll need 6 5-star gems to get to this first level. And you can technically wait till you have like 6 stars and stuff, but since if you're not like hyper free to play or super whaling where you're spending like $5,000 a month, just stick with 5-star gems. That's fine enough. But anyways, all right. So go here. Let's see if anyone else got higher in the mine. Looks like he got stuck, so that's pretty funny. Okay, so we're gonna go here like this and see if I can beat it. Very nice, very nice. And these bobs are 209 as far as their level, so pretty hefty. Alright, I'll go ahead and skip to the next boss. Alrighty. Right. Alrighty. And I'll go ahead, I'll showcase kind of how far I got on those. It's pretty repetitive gameplay of just doing that over and over and over again. Let's see here. So mainly to stress, just for players, you know, or clan if they're watching this video, getting to level 120. Biggest thing as far as activating this new system here that'll obviously play a huge role once you get to like higher levels is get your red sockets at the Uncanny Trader from like Perfect Hire and stuff like that, and then I think the bounty event has those as well. So if you already have all your exclusive equipment, you can probably start farming them with that. Some of the other ones you'll get like reinforced hammers automatically, so like the arcade and the cinema, so you can get the hammers through that. You know, use this for I already got it. Use this for getting your heroes, so you can get your, you know, extra box here, and then use this for getting more heroes, or if you're like me, you can also use it for recast buttons. You can get that from the clan as well, so it's probably best just to get perfect hires instead. And then the final thing is just get your holodims to level 120 and use the metaspace, or oops, not wrong button, the metaspace here. When you get these, you'll get those little upgrades that'll upgrade your holodims. So make sure to be doing that. And then on the infinite quarter, just because this is how you get your gems, make sure to always be hitting at the FBO center here on the far right, whatever node we're all attacking, like this one here, and then attack the center planet when it opens. It opens like once a week, so obviously you get buffs if you actually conquer these. I wasn't able to do it by myself, but now that we have the whole clan here, or most of them, it should be a lot easier. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a great new year, and excited to see, let's see here, we got some more heroes or players getting to 120. So yeah, it'll be good. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good night.